Ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Today we're going on a journey back in time to explore a story about power, tradition, and the consequences of resisting change. It is the story of Kúrunmí, a mighty Yoruba warlord who found himself on the wrong side of history. Get ready to be entertained, enlightened, and maybe even shed a tear or two. Kúrunmí was no ordinary man. He was the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, the commander of the Yoruba army, a position bestowed upon him by Aláàfin Àtìbà himself. This title made Kurunmi one of the most influential figures in the entire Oyo Empire. Kurunmi ruled from Ijaye, a prominent town in the Oyo Empire. He was a fierce warrior, a respected leader, and a staunch traditionalist. And as we'll soon find out, his unwavering commitment to tradition would ultimately lead to his downfall. Now picture this, in the Oyo Empire of old, when a king died, guess what happened to his heir? They were killed. Shocking, right? This gruesome tradition was meant to stop power-hungry princes from bumping off their dads to get to the throne. You can almost hear the kings back then saying, "Look, I'm not taking any chances. This tradition stays." But as with all things, times were about to change. Aláàfin Àtìbà, a forward-thinking ruler, decided this deadly tradition had to go. He loved his son Aremo Adelu and wanted him to succeed him peacefully. So he called a meeting with all the Oyo chiefs, including Kurunmi. You can bet the tension in that room was thick. Àtìbà, in a show of authority, held the sword of Ogun, the Yoruba god of iron, and the bolt of Shango, the god of thunder. He made everyone swear they would support his son's succession. But Kurunmi, a man of unwavering principles, refused. He believed in upholding the old ways no matter the cost. Word got out that Kurunmi was going against the Alaafin's wishes, and that's when things got really messy. One of the chiefs, Ogunmola of Ibadan, saw this as the perfect opportunity to settle an old score. Remember how I said things were about to get messy? Well, it turns out Ogunmola and Kurunmi had some serious beef. To make a long story short, Kurunmi had once caught Ogunmola having a secret rendezvous with his wife, and let's just say the punishment wasn't pretty. We're talking tied to a stake and fed ashes kind of punishment. That Kurunmi disgraced Ogunmola is an understatement. So now Ogunmola wanted revenge, and he saw this as his chance. He convinced the Ibadan people to go to war with Kurunmi. Wahala. Aláàfin Àtìbà, desperate to avoid a war, sent Kurunmi 2 calabash bowls, one representing peace, the other war. But Kurunmi, stubborn as ever, chose war. This man was not playing. Even with his mind made up, Kurunmi knew better than to ignore the wisdom of Orunmila, so he consulted Ifa, and guess what? The oracle gave him a clear warning: do not cross the river Ose. Cross it and you will lose the war. Meanwhile, Ogunmola and his Ibadan army were cooking up a plan of their own. They went to the Egba people, known for their powerful charms, and asked for their help. The Egba gave them a charm called Edi, a charm designed to make people ignore warnings. Think of it like that little voice in your head that says, "One more burger won't hurt," when you know you're already stuffed. The battle began, and at first, Kurunmi's warriors were victorious. They pushed the Ibadan forces back towards the river Ose. But then, the Edi charm took hold. Kurunmi's warriors, blinded by their initial success, forgot the oracle's warning and crossed the river in hot pursuit. Big mistake. The Ibadan army was waiting for them, and what followed was a massacre. Kurunmi lost everything in that battle, including his 5 sons. The news shattered him, and he chose to end his life rather than face defeat and humiliation at the hands of his enemy. He was thrown into the river Ose, as per his wishes, denying Ogunmola his final victory. Kurunmi's story is a powerful reminder that even the strongest warriors can fall. His unwavering commitment to tradition ultimately led to his destruction. It teaches us that change is inevitable, and those who refuse to adapt risk being swept away by the tides of time. Sometimes we need to let go of the old ways and embrace the new. It's like upgrading your phone. Sometimes you just got to let go of that old Nokia 3310, as much as you love it, and get with the times. Be open to new ideas, be flexible, and remember, sometimes holding on too tightly can lead to your downfall. Adebusuyi lorúkọ mi. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below and share this video with your friends. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more captivating stories from our history. Odigba.